Okay, some thoughts on independence. This video is best suited to a new divorcee, someone who's just gotten out of a marriage, is kind of feeling lonely or abandoned. They're glad they're out of that marriage, but the truth is, with all its toxicity, that marriage did give you some sense of security. That's who this message is suited for. It is not for everybody. This message is certainly not suited to someone who is a child. It's certainly not suited to any kind of minor or any person with a chronic illness or a disability who has genuinely been abandoned. Okay, this is a tough love message and it's for a specific audience, as I've just highlighted. Okay, so just bear that in mind. It is some tough love. All right, so even if you've been the one who ended the marriage, there can be some sense of abandonment, and those feelings are valid. And there are healthy ways to process that. One of the things you could do is go look at my series on how you could thrive after a divorce. I think it's video number 2, in which I do the RAIN meditation: recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. Okay, that'll really help you process the messy feelings. And feelings are important to process. But this is a tough love video. This is not about making you feel comfortable. Okay, this is about me kicking your butt and getting you ready to thrive. Okay, and so one of the things I genuinely believe about an able-bodied adult, an individual over the age of 18, is that you cannot be abandoned. Why? Because you are meant to be independent. And in fact, if you've never been independent, you can never be interdependence. Interdependence is when two people are working together healthily, right? But dependent people can't jump to interdependence. You have to go dependent, independent, then interdependence. It's kind of like primary school, high school, then university. Okay, it's not going to work if you don't have that independence foundation. So often, if you've gotten into a marriage quite young, your ex-husband, your family-in-law may have swooped in while you were still trying to learn about independence and said things. I know my ex-family said things like, if you don't allow us to bless you, you're stopping God's blessing. They guilt tripped me into depending on them, and then later on try to guilt trip me because I did. Don't even get into that, right? But how I chose to see this at the time, because I was working in documentary film, I learned about birds. And what birds do is, after they've laid an egg and they've nurtured the little chick for a little while, what they do is they take the bird and they kick it out of the nest, right? And they just abandon it, right? And at that point, the bird either has to die or learn how to fly. And so sometimes, just remember, you haven't been abandoned. You've been fledged. Now go ahead and prove whether or not you can fly. Got it?